on the radio. All right. Says we're live on YouTube. So happy Monday. I am back from Northern California. And you know what? Let me drag the microphone over here. Oh, that's not even connected. I'm still setting this whole thing up. So I hope the volume's okay. I'm kind of redoing the workspace here a little bit. It was just mayhem. And especially when I got back from this trip to Northern California, I was like, you got to be kidding me, right? How am I supposed to work and create in an atmosphere that is chaotic, right? I do my own posts on being organized, being timely, all these things, right? And working on the road and remotely and from home and at people's offices. Sometimes it can get a little. So today's kind of a reorganization day. And then, of course, I got to catch up on, reports from last week's trip and all that kind of stuff, too. So I got up, early this morning and started jumping in on it and getting a grasp on what the day and the rest of the week is going to look like. And to me, that's huge. That's the part of leadership's a weird word to use there, right? But that's the part of leadership. People see this and they go, wow, he's not just telling people to do stuff or delegating, he's actually doing. Had the coolest compliment from a pastor this weekend. I told him about some things going on, professionally and contracts and having to move things around a little bit. And he said, man, I need to start hanging around more with people like you, people that get things done. And I felt like telling him the catchphrase or the catch line of Mañana no Mas, right? He's like, getting shit done yesterday. But I was like, that's super complimentary, but keep in mind, if you don't keep working to get things done, nothing gets done, right? If you don't take willful motion to move forward, how will you get forward, right? And so we had a really quick conversation about that. And it like I said, it was complimentary because A, it came from a pastor, right? B, he recognized that, I'm kind of in a spot, right? It's you say, hey, this is what's going on, and I can really use some thoughts in this area, and it's nice to have those kinds of candid conversations with like human beings. And that takes us right back to some other material I published earlier in the year about working with your inner circle, having a board of directors, a personal board of directors that you can bounce things off of, right? So think about today's email that went out. If you're on the newsletter list, you will have already gotten the email, right? And that one went out today. And, that was about inspiration. It was, why do we need inspiration in our lives? Why do we need inspiration, right? And then I thought it was kind of cool because I call the daily email inspiration and then whatever the date is. So today was inspiration, February 22nd, right? And so I look at some of this content that gets put out, and it's interesting. I look at, are we winning followers or losing followers? I'll be honest, I'm losing followers. It seems like the more content I put out, the more it just seems to be like it's an everyday thing. People go, I don't have time for this every day. Delete, 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 right? But on the other side of the coin, the people that are staying in are being more and more engaged. They're answering the request for feedback. They are sending back comments like, hey, this is exactly what I needed today. Thank you so much. And when you get a certain percentage of people that are in that category, you feel inspired to not let them down, right? I can't let them down. If people weren't reading it and they got tired of seeing, from Mañana no Mas every day in their email, and they delete it and they weren't reading it, that's not a loss, right? I would prefer people like that to sign out, right? I don't want to use my assets and my tools to go to something that's not being used. But for people that are using it, for people that read it, for people that find the inspiration and get it, that go, man, this is exactly what I needed today. It's so worth it. And I think about it, I haven't really sold much, pardon me, sold much through these daily emails. I mentioned the challenge connection. The challenge connection is a big thing for me. It would be a personal favor to me if you would go to thechallengeconnection.com, check it out, and then share that link in your fields. I feel like the Challenge Connection is like the next logical link in online communications and inspiration. I really do. And so it ties in with my inspiration message today. Why do we need inspiration? Because without inspiration, we don't have motivation to get things done. And now more than ever, we need to get things done. We need to get people motivated. We need to get people, on a channel that makes sense to them. We need to plug into people's energies, and we need to see forward progress. And, I say things like that, and you go, oh, I didn't know Kurt was a progressive. It's not, it's about achieving, about hitting a certain stride in your leadership. Right. And I call all of us to be leaders. There's times where I've coached people on leadership and they'll say, I feel really weird about taking this course. I don't really consider myself a leader. Well, I'm a Christian, and I believe that as Christians, we're all called to be holy and separate and to be leaders. Right. And so that to me is an argument that doesn't even make sense. Right. If you influence anybody, you're a leader. As John Maxwell says, leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. And so if you have influence over anybody, that makes you a leader. So let's move forward. Let's get past that obstacle and let's get forward, right? If you haven't gotten the emails, if you're not on the email list yet, go to Mañana No Mas and click on Academy. And when that homepage opens up to my online academy, you'll see it'll say join the newsletter. Just join the newsletter. If you don't like it, you can unsubscribe later, but join that. A message comes out near daily that says, like today, why do you need inspiration? Or here's a journal, or here's a finance journal, right? Here's a thing for a budget. Here's a thing. I just put stuff out all the time. I've got tons of content, and I just want to share it with you. So sign up for that. And then other than that, you're going to see some changes. You're going to see this wall behind me kind of morph into something a little bit different. This work area is going to become a lot more productive in terms of leadership and coaching and speaking and online tools. If you thought that I was producing a lot of stuff in 2020, prepare yourself for 2021 because we are ramping things up. The family and I have been talking about possibly moving. One of our target areas is Texas. We've been thinking about going to the Plano area. I'm not going to lie. Watching everything that's happened in the news the last week or two, that could definitely scare me off of that subject. The other option is to possibly stay in California, but go to a more rural area of California. And we've got some friends out there, and that's a thought. And then Idaho is still on the map, right? I still really, really, really like Garden Valley, Idaho. So who knows? We'll see what the future holds. But for now, like I said, you'll see this workspace morph a little bit. You're already starting to see a little bit of a difference in my background. Things will change over the next month or so, and we will be re-engaging on a lot of different channels. So I hope that you are plugging in. And remember, Mañana No Mas isn't just Kurt Von Ahnen. Mañana No Mas is a team of people that I plug into different things. If you need graphics, animation, technical writing, WordPress development, hosting, my goodness, it just goes on and on, right? We've got a group of people as part of this Mañana No Mas team that can make things happen. I just generally don't actively sell in these kinds of environments. I look for people to reach out to me through LinkedIn, and we'll have a discussion, and I'll find out what their needs are, and then I see how I can best meet their needs through myself and through the people on my team. All right, folks, I love you to death. Have a good one, and have a cracking good day. All right, and we will